Hi everyone, I'm Hayley. I'm always in the craft room, but today, as of filming, we're in the middle of a heat wave that is gripping Europe, and I'm filming in the coolest, darkest place I could find. And I've been fabric shopping. So I was recently passing Stone Fabrics in Totnes and Devon. And by passing, I mean I went like 3 hours out of my way because Totnes is not on the way to many places. But listen, if you are holidaying this year in Cornwall or Devon, I can really recommend this shop. Every single fabric in that place was delightful. It's a true dressmaking shop. There was no costumey fabric. There was none of that sparkly tulle netting that you would use for like a kid's Christmas production. It was 100% glorious fabrics. And here's the first one I picked. So hopefully you've been watching my recent series where I've been talking about everything in my wardrobe, what's working, what's not, and what I can get rid of to make some room. Because the problem I've got at the moment is that my wardrobe is really full, but so many of the clothes are old, bubbled, and worn out. As I've been filming that, I kept finding myself saying, well, I don't really like this, but I'm going to keep it because I wear it a lot. So I decided to make a good list before I went of exactly what I was looking for, specifically to replace some of the items that I've been wearing even though I don't love them. And this dress is an absolute case in point. This is a Marilla Walker Mayer dress and it's old, I don't love it, but I wear it a lot. I'll go through all the reasons that I don't particularly love it in the video where I look at my dresses, but today I'm just going to tell you what I do like about it and therefore what I was looking for at Stone Fabrics. It's viscose, so it's cool, it's soft to wear. It has a lot of room, so it lets the air move about, and also it covers my chest. I'm very sensitive to the sun, always have been, but as I've been trying to get dressed these past few weeks, one thing I've noticed over and over again is that I want a dress with a high neck that offers a lot of chest coverage, and I don't have many. So I wrote on my list a fabric to basically replace this dress, but I am going to use a different pattern. So I was looking at the chambres and I came across this one, which has a repeating little woven dot in it. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't actually want to recreate the Marilla Walker Mayer because, as you can see, the neckline is quite wide on me. So I thought of another pattern that I absolutely love that I would like to recreate, but I need your advice. So you may recall a George's Portfolio mellow dress that I made last year or possibly the year before, and I absolutely love it. It's high neck, cut-in sleeves, which I don't mind because I do always wear sunscreen anyway, and I find my arms just aren't that likely to burn as compared to my chest. It's the perfect dress, but maybe I want to make a change. So shortly after I bought that dress, Casey of Pattern Scout released a dress designed to be cut on the bias from a linen, perhaps, and I loved it. But I didn't buy the pattern because I was like, it's so similar to the George's Portfolio. Well, what caught my eye is that in the launch materials, she said, if you want, you can cut it on the straight grain. And I kind of parked that information at the back of my mind, and I'm wondering about making a George's Portfolio mellow dress, but cut on the straight grain instead. And I'll tell you why. The dress I have already made, I do love, but I do feel slightly body conscious in it. It skims, it drapes, it hugs the curves, and that does two things. One, it makes me a little bit more body conscious, which is fine for certain fancy events, but for day to day, not what I'm after. But secondly, because it does hug close to the body, there's not that much air movement. So my question to you is, can I just cut that dress on the straight grain? And if so, should I go up a size because I do want a bit more air movement? Or maybe should I go down a size because I want it to be less figure hugging? Please do let me know. I bought 2 meters of this because that way I can cut it on the bias if we all think that's a better idea. If not, I just thought it would make such a cute top as well. So I've got options. Oh, love it. So the next fabric I have to show you. Oh, wow. About 1 in 3 fabrics that I pulled down off the shelves turned out to be Ralph Lauren, and this was one of them. It's a Ralph Lauren seersucker in gorgeous blues and a little bit of kind of a limey green and a lemon yellow colour. And from this, I would like to make the Pauline Alice Ayora jacket. I bought the pattern not that long ago. I've been looking for exactly the right thing. And what I'm basically thinking is this, almost as a lining, you can make that jacket fully reversible, and I'm going to. So this will be like the contrast. And then for the outer, I think if I just match this blue, it's not quite a navy, it's not quite a royal blue. If I do the outside in a plain blue, the inside in this, and make it reversible, I think it will be stunning and so useful. I didn't spot a fabric that I would want to use for the outer, so I've still got that on my list. I think a linen would actually be really nice. It's kind of a quilted jacket, so I will need some batting. There's a lot of things that need to come together, but I just thought this would be the perfect inside. Now, in the fabric requirements, it tells you how much you will need for the contrast fabric, and also says buy an extra 50 centimetres for the binding to match the inside. So to make it fully reversible, the sleeves, for example, you bind. And I just thought, you know what? This was a pricey fabric. I can usually cut everything out of less than patterns suggest anyway. So I just bought the suggestion without the extra for the bias binding. And I thought, you know what, if I can't get the binding out of this, I'll match the background colour or I'll match the blue, because this is quite a busy print anyway. And if anything, I think breaking it up with a bit of contrast binding might be quite nice. So I'm not bothered if I can't make the binding exactly match. I was really tempted by a couple of other Ralph Lauren prints, let me tell you. So many gorgeous things in that shop. Okay, next up is a knit fabric. So I just saw this and absolutely loved the print. I'll show you. Isn't that gorgeous with all the vibrant colours and the purples? I bought a metre of this thinking actually I was going to make a t-shirt. But now that I've given it some more thought, and I have filmed the video where I talk about my knit tops, I've come to a realisation. So I mentioned in that video, I need to be a lot more careful about buying prints that I just like. And I love this. I think it's gorgeous. But if I saw this made up into a t-shirt in a shop, would I buy it? And the answer is no, because I just think a t-shirt in that is going to lean really Golden Girls. I wonder how many of you get that reference, because I am dating myself there. Can you see it? So actually, what I'm going to do with this, it's a lovely, cool viscose. I'm going to make a summer nightie because I love the print. I will enjoy wearing it, seeing it every day. But now I've been real with myself. I know that's the perfect garment from this. A gorgeous, cool, soft, beautiful summer nightie. It will be lovely. I think this is a cotton. And it's basically a really lightweight denim or a heavyweight chambray. Not really sure of the difference. Do tell me if you know. So I've also come to realise, making this series of videos I've been doing, that a plain fabric in a very plain design, like the George's Portfolio Mellow, gives me utilitarian uniform vibes. So this fabric is very plain to look at. So I want to make something with a little bit more detail. And that is going to be also based on a pattern scout design, but I already have the patterns in my stash to make exactly what I want. So I'm going to use the top half of the République du Chiffon Dominique jumpsuit. I've made that as a blouse quite a few times and I love it. And it's got those pocket details. It's got a back yoke, which I think will just give it enough details to make it not look at all uniformy. I'll add a gathered skirt on the bottom. Haven't decided if I'm doing buttons all the way down the front. I think I might. And maybe side slits with a gathered skirt. And I think that will be so lovely to wear during the summer. It will be cool, but offer a lot of sun protection and swish factor. And the lady who served me at Stone Fabrics, just so lovely, and also obviously a dressmaker herself, because she did advise me to soak this before I wash it. And it just set off a light bulb in my head, because if you were watching the summer that I made a Dominique jumpsuit in a denim peak, you will know I almost ruined that fabric by putting it straight in the wash and getting some permanent kind of creases in it. I don't know if it was crocking, not sure, but I am definitely going to soak this first, get it fully wet, and then wash it, because I don't want that to happen to this gorgeous fabric. I did manage to save the Dominique jumpsuit with the help of my wonderful commenter and channel member. You know who you are. I am forever grateful. Right, I've saved the best for last. I love this fabric with my whole heart, and I have no idea what I'm going to make out of it, but I know it will be beautiful. I'm going to get my face out of the way so that the camera can fully focus on this, because I don't even know how you describe it. It's a narrow stripe, and then on top it's got these flowers. I can't tell how they've done it. I don't know if they've appliqued them. I don't know if it's some kind of burnout technique where they've fused a white fabric on top and then somehow just burnt out the rest of it, because it's not appliqued. As far as I can tell, there's no stitching on the back. I don't even know. If you know how they've achieved this, let me know. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It is quite sheer, so I think it might need a lining. I was umming and ahhing over how much to buy. And I just thought, I love this so much. I am at a stage in my sewing career where I would rather buy fewer fabrics, but ones that are really high quality that I love, even if they're a bit pricier. Totnes is a long way from anywhere, so I just bought 2 meters, so I've got no regrets. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. I just love it so much. So those are all the fabrics I bought at Stone. I'm absolutely thrilled with all of them, but do let me know if you have any suggestions on cutting the bias cut dress on the straight grain with this one. I'm actually also going to soak this one as well. She said it probably isn't as necessary with this fabric, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to get those in the pre-wash, and then when they're all wet, I might just crawl into them and cover myself in the damp fabric. I hope wherever you are, you're keeping cool or staying warm if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.